Jerusalem and open up. Brothers, make sure your heads are covered. Sisters, make sure your heads are covered. All things done decently and in order. All right, we're going to stand and face Jerusalem. We're going to read Psalms 1 in its entirety, in unison. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the storm. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. But the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Hallelujah. 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 Show, brother. Show.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, my brother.
To the brothers and sisters scattered from one end of the earth to the other. All praise. We're going to touch on the dietary law today, which I feel as though it's a much needed. It's a much needed topic because the world is sick, and really Israel is leading the forefront of the sickness. I looked something up before we get into the lesson. It's a PowerPoint.
Okay.
Now this was in 2015, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office, Minority Health. Well, I want you to read.
Okay. All right.
Before we get into the book,
all right,
we're gonna do the overview, and we're gonna skip down to the health condition.
Okay. All right.
If you don't mind.
No, sir.
No small print.
That's all right. I got my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this is from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Minority Health, and it's a profile on Black or so-called African American. We Hebrew Israelites. So, brother, want me to read the overview, which is the demographics. In July 2015, 40.7 million people in the United States were Black alone, which represents 12.7% of the total population. African Americans are the second largest minority population following Hispanic/Latino population. In 2015, most Blacks lived in the South. 58% of the Blacks in the U.S. population, while 35% of the white population lived in the South. 10 states with the largest Black population were Texas, Florida, Georgia, New York, California, North Carolina, Illinois, Maryland, Virginia, and Louisiana. Combined, these 10 states represents 59% of total Black population. Of the 10 largest places in the United States with 100,000 or more population in 2010, Detroit, Michigan, had the largest portion of Blacks, 84%, followed by Jackson, Mississippi, which was 80%. And you want to read the health conditions, right?
Yeah, the health conditions.
All right. Health conditions. The death rate for African Americans was generally higher than whites for heart disease, stroke, cancer, asthma, influenza, pneumonia, diabetes, HIV/AIDS, and homicide.
So down right now.
Yeah.
It's something we touched on last week, and I kind of kidded with my brother Ward. I said, "Look, man, I was gonna put that in the lesson, but I took it out. But I decided to go ahead and read it. It's not on the handouts I passed out because I was struggling back and forth. Do I need to deal with it or not?
Right.
But we need to know what breaking the commandments, or the consequences of breaking the commandments, right?
That's right, brother. Always.
Okay, so let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 58. Some say the commandments off the table anyway. That's what they say. You can eat anything, just pray on it. That's what they tell you. Let's see what the Lord says about that. That's all that matters. Deuteronomy 28, 58, 58 through 62. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58, and I read. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law, all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name of the Lord your power, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and of sore sickness, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague, which is not written in this book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed, and ye shall be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of heaven for multitude. Because thou wouldest not obey the voice, Yahweh thy power.
High blood pressure.
High blood pressure, brother. Uh-oh, hold on, we're gonna unmute it. Let's just see if we can unmute it. Are we still good? Yes, minimize.
Minimize. Okay. Look, it's explaining just a lot of diseases that our forefathers dealt with, and we're dealing with today.
Right.
High blood pressure. We number one on the list. We just read it there. Cancer. I don't know if cancer was on the table back then. Asthma. Influenza.
HIV.
Everything.
Everything.
And then homicide, we killing each other. Yep. Eating them unclean foods, going crazy. A lot of the things what you eat, it actually affects your behavior. You eating unclean, you're gonna act unclean. Yeah. So what we gonna do? We finna go to the engineer who formed us. And he brought something out. Isaiah 64. We need to know who formed us first, right? 64 and 8. Isaiah 64 and 8.
Isaiah 64, verse 8.
Yeah, me too. You need to do my page, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
I'm a little swift with mine.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Yeah, you was already there.
Yeah. Verse 8. But now, O Lord, thou art our Father. We are the clay.
Who is the clay?
We are the clay.
Okay, go ahead.
And thou art the potter.
Come on now.
And we all are the work of thy hand.
Some of us.
All of us.
Okay, so he know exactly what we need to sustain ourselves.
Come on, bro.
It's just like if I purchase a vehicle and the engineer made the car.
Right.
Okay, he said, okay, this car requires 93 unleaded.
Right.
But I'm using 87.
You know what he's going there.
A year or two later, man, why is this car running bad? It's missing and doing that. What's going on?
Right.
I know what the manual say.
Right.
But I'm doing what I want to do. I'm using the type of oil I'm using. Okay, we need 10 W30,
right.
But I'm using 10 W50.
Right.
Sooner or later. Thank you. That's it. So let's go into in the beginning and see what he put on the table. Because you got now you got You got vegetarians, that's good. I can't knock that.
No.
But he put something else on the table too. So let's go to Genesis 1 and 29. And we're going to see what he put on the table. Whenever you ready, my brother.
Genesis 1, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh said, behold, I've given you every herb bearing seed. Every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed.
Okay.
To you it shall be for meat, and every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, have I given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And Yahweh saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning was the sixth day.
Okay. That's what I know. Before they didn't kill him one on the table yet.
Nope. No, it wasn't, bro.
Okay. You give an example. I got a bird's nest in my backyard. And every time I go outside, that bird fly off. Because see, he gave that commandment to the beast too.
Yeah, he did, bro. Yeah, he did.
That bird automatically know if I get too close to that bird, something bad gonna happen. It's a good possibility. When I come outside, it fly off. You know, leave the babies now. And then when I go back in the house, it go back. Right. So even the fowls and the beasts obeying the commands. That's it. But us. Let's go to Genesis 2. 2 and 7. We're going to deal with this man now. Because he set everything up for the man. Everything was already set up. It was set. So now we're going to deal with the man. Since he set everything up for us. Eating fruit, herbs, go ahead, vegetables. Go ahead, brother. Whenever you're ready.
Genesis 2, verse 7. The Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And Yahweh planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground and out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Okay, we're just dealing with the food right now. But that must have been a glorious day.
Right, brother.
We didn't have to work hard. No. Wasn't sweating. Just picking, just eating and picking. Happy. That was a beautiful day. Now I got to go to work. I got to sweat. That's it. Okay, we're gonna go to Genesis 7, chapter 7, verse 1. We're gonna deal with Noah. Now that we know what was on the table, we're gonna see what he commanded Noah to do. Chapter 7. But something happened after they got off that ark. Okay, that'll work.
Now we're gonna pick it up in 1.
Yeah, okay.
Genesis 7 and 1. And Yahweh said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house in the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by 7, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. Yet for 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from the face of the earth. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with them into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of clean beasts, of clean beasts, and of beasts that were not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2, and Noah into the ark, male and female, as God had commanded Noah. Want me to stop right there?
You stop right there.
Okay.
Now he was setting himself up for the sacrifice that was soon to come.
Right.
You can't sacrifice unclean foods to the Most High.
That's right, bro.
What's good for him, good for us.
Right.
We can't eat. We don't supposed to eat swine. But we do it anyway. I know I did. Bacon, sausage. Didn't know no better. That was first time you couldn't wait to get up in the morning.
Eat them circle beef.
You could smell it. Mama cooked. They didn't know. Only thing I do, it tastes good. That's it. That's it.
Circle beef.
Yeah. Okay, now let's go to look. Circle B. Let's go to Genesis. Yeah, let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Genesis. 9, 1 through 4. Go. You don't have it on it? No. I'm sorry. Genesis 9, 1 through 4. Yeah, you don't have it. I apologize. Now this I call this auto recall here. Yeah. That's what I call it. I wrote that down. I said, that's. But see now, he's gonna lay something out for us. 1 through 4. Now this after the flood here. The Lord put something on the table. He didn't put on the table before. That's what. This for the people who don't eat meat here. I mean, I'm not knocking vegetarians. You know, that's good. But he laid something on the table. If he laid it on the table, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. And he can tell you when to do it. Okay. Genesis 9, 1 through 4. Go ahead whenever you're ready, brother.
And Noah and his sons are saying unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every fowl of the air. That's right, bro. That's it. That's exactly right. That's it, bro. That's it.
Because he wasn't just talking to us.
Talking to them too.
Oh, okay, go ahead, bro.
Upon all that moves upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea, into your hand are they delivered.
Even the fish is true.
That's it, bro.
No catfish. That's bad. He put meat on the table there.
Yeah, he put meat on the table. So it's good.
It's good. Some of
it.
Okay, let's go to Leviticus and see what meat you put on the table. 3. You said 1 through 4, right? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat.
Now, see, what if I just read verse 3?
Then you be messed up. You can eat anything.
Pull one verse out. Read that.
One line.
See, read that.
Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb.
Instead of reading it for yourself, hold up, brother. Let me read the whole thing. Now you don't have to do that. Right. I said, let me do it.
Right.
That's how they do it. Okay, so let's go to Leviticus 11. See what meat he's talking about.
Right, brother.
Whenever you ready, my brother.
Leviticus 11 and 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe and Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. The coney, or the rat, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. The hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And the swine.
This is the big one here.
And the swine. And the swine.
Bring it out.
So he divided the hoof. He and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. Okay.
Now, I know now. You divide the hoof and chew the cud. He's good.
Right.
A lot of animals, I don't even know what I don't. If I was out in the wild, right, and I'm what is that? I don't know what that is, but I know that he's chewing cud. Divide the hoof.
I can get it.
I don't know what it is,
but I can get it.
But he's gonna die. Go ahead, brother.
You made me do the spot, bro. I'm gonna start back up at the I'm gonna start at the T.
Started.
Oh, well, so I'm in the wrong chapter. Okay, I know one minute now. I'm at verse 8.
You're at 8. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Flesh, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Hold on.
No, of their flesh ye shall not eat, and of their carcass ye shall not touch.
Okay,
they are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever. I'm in verse 9.
Okay.
Do you want me to stop?
Well, I'll start right there. See, we're not going to read the whole entirety of it for the sake of time.
Okay.
But we're going to skip a little bit because we'll be here until the first day of the week.
That's all right. That's right. They got time.
I wanted to ask.
Go ahead, bro.
If I could, unclean, the Hebrew word is conveyed to mom. Another word for it is polluted. And when you actually look polluted in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says contaminated with harmful or poisonous substance.
All praise. All praise. It's gonna help somebody. Help me.
All the food saying don't eat.
Poison.
Saying poisonous substance.
Oh no, you know what? First, yeah, okay, 9 to 12. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Verse 9.
Verse 9.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Hold up.
Come on in, bro.
You telling me if I'm fishing, if it got scales and don't have fins, I have to throw it back.
You gotta throw it back, bro. Catfish.
So what if it got fins and no scales?
You gotta throw it back. You gotta have both of them.
I think that now what does that catfish have?
It got fins, but it ain't got no scales.
You know what I noticed about that catfish? If you tried to pick that catfish up, it'll slide right out your hand. The Lord made it easy for you to. You don't need no really the clean fish. You don't need a net. You can grab it, stick to your hand. That's just something I just came to me.
There you go.
The Lord brought to me.
All praise.
Let's go. The growth in.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination. An abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins, nor scale in the waters, shall be an abomination unto you. Shrimp is off the table.
Yeah, it's off the table.
Crab legs off the table.
All that. what escargot?
Yeah, sea roaches all they are.
Yeah, bottom dweller.
Yeah, sea roaches.
Every time something use the bathroom, it settles down to the floor of the ocean. And they do their job well. They gobble it up. And we do. Scoop all of it up. Put hot sauce on it. Now let's see if there's a law or not. We need to know. Because we read, look, we need to address if there's a law or not. Yeah, that's okay. Don't tell you. Yeah. We're gonna see if there's a law. Brother, read Leviticus 11:45 to see if there's a law or not.
All right. 47. For I am Yahweh that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your power. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law. This is the commandment. This is the law of beasts and of the fowl and of every living creature that moveth in the waters and every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. That is it, bro. That's it.
We're gonna go on to the New Testament. That's why you have to really be careful on what Paul was saying, because if you don't have understanding, you'll go off the other way. Because they love to bring up Paul.
Right.
But Paul writings would be
hard to be understood, brother.
To the who?
To the unlearned.
There it is. So let's go to Acts. We're gonna deal with Peter. We're gonna deal with Cornelius, because they are always that's the first thing when I brother came to me one time and said, man, you can eat anything we want. I said, really? Yeah, Acts, man.
That's what it is.
And you know what? I was looking at YouTube, and it's this. I said the Gentile pastor was a guy stood up, raised his hand, and said, "Hey, I need to address the dietary law. Does that stand today?" Oh no. He read Acts. He stopped at 15. So we're gonna read the 1 through 15. I like to skip it. We're gonna read through that because we gotta set it up. We gotta set it up. Because he dealt with Cornelius. Because Cornelius was doing all the right things. We're gonna go to Acts 10. We're gonna read 1 through 15.
All right. Acts 10:1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band.
He was in the tag.
Yeah, he was a Gentile.
He was a real Gentile.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
A devout man, one that feared God with all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to Yah always. He saw a vision evidently about the 9th hour of the day. An angel of God coming in to him and saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thy alms are come up for a memorial before Yah.
Cornelius searching for that thing.
That's right, brother.
Praying.
Diligent.
He was praying 3 times a day.
Diligent, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
And now send men to Joppa and call for one Simon, whose surname is Peter. He lodges with Simon, a tanner, whose house is by the seaside. He shall teach thee what thou oughtest to do. And when the angel which spake unto Cornelius was departed, he called 2 of his household servants and a devout soldier of them that waited on him continually. And when they had declared all these things unto them, he sent them to Joppa. On the morrow, as they were on their journey and drew nigh to the city, Peter went up upon the housetop and prayed about the 6th hour.
So Cornelius, the Lord didn't tell Peter to go to Cornelius. He told Cornelius to go to Peter.
Right.
Okay. So what did Peter have to say about this on the housetop?
Okay. And on the morrow, as they went on their journey and drew nigh to the city, Peter went up to the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. He became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they made ready, he fell into a trance and saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at 4 corners, and let it down to the earth, wherein were all manner of 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. And Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean. And the voice spake unto him again the second time, What God has cleansed, that call not thou common.
That's what they hit me with.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you with that.
I said, man, I just don't feel right about eating that pork. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I just don't. Well, I just gave it up. I don't eat it.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that pork, man. Just eat a little bit of it. I just don't feel comfortable. You know, eat it.
Right.
You know, man, ain't nothing wrong with that pork.
That's that ruach, man. That Holy Spirit condemning your
and you know the funny part about it, I like to use this young lady's name for everybody. Sister Mary. Sister Mary could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? So Sister Mary in the hospital.
Right.
She been eating all them unclean food. Doctor finally get her stabilized. Right? So she go home. And the church members bring her a plate. Smothered pork chops. You know, and 3 months later, she's back in the hospital. They don't, but you can eat on it. You can eat on it. You can pray on the eat over them.
Right.
Tear it up.
Right.
Yeah. The good pastor telling them, hey, don't worry about that. You can, you know. They finally got her stabilized. They done got off that unclean foods at the hospital on IVs, got her flushed out. Now she go home and they got her. I just wanted to bring the plate to you. We've been praying for you. Yeah, 3 months later, sister had a relapse. Said, really? Okay. Let's go. Look. Let's go to drop down to 16, read 16 through 28. And see, are we really talking about food or not? Right. Might be talking about something else. But let's see.
Verse 16. This was done thrice, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now, while Peter doubted in himself what this vision which he had seen should mean, behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house and stood before the gate, and called and asked whether Simon, which was surnamed Peter, were lodged there. While Peter thought on the vision, the Spirit said unto him, Behold, 3 men seek thee. Arise therefore and get thee down and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. Then Peter went down to the men which were sent unto him from Cornelius and said, Behold, I am he whom ye seek. What is the cause wherefore ye are come? And they said, Cornelius the centurion, a just man, and one that feared God and of good report among all the nation of the Jews, was warned from God by the holy angel to send for thee into his house and to hear the words of thee. Then called he them in and lodged them. And on the morrow, Peter went away with them, and certain brethren of Joppa accompanied him. And the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for them, and had called together his kinsmen and near friends. As Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshiped him. But Peter took him up, saying, Stand up, I myself also am a man.
But now check this out. Now Cornelius, he had some money then.
Yeah, he was strapped.
He was big time.
Mm-hmm.
But he fell down
At the Hebrews.
at the Hebrews feet.
Right.
And see, if Peter hadn't seen a vision about calling man calling, he probably said, "Oh yeah, stay down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you beneath me."
Good job.
But that vision, see.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And the moment after he entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for him, and had called together his kinsmen and their friends. And Peter was coming, and as Peter was coming, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshiped him. But Peter took him up, saying, "Stand up. I myself also am a man." And as he talked with him, he went in and found many that would come together. And he said unto them, "Ye know how that it is unlawful, it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come in unto another of another nation. But Yahweh has shown me that I should not call any man common or unclean."
Oh, we're not talking about food.
Not talking about food, brother. He wasn't talking about food.
So he, okay. He was talking about, actually, he was talking about teaching.
Right, brother.
Teaching the Gentiles. But look, let me ask you this. How does his brothers feel about that? Did they deal with the Gentiles before that?
No, they didn't deal with Gentiles before that, brother. None of us did.
So let's go Acts 11 and see what the apostles and the brothers had to say about that.
All right.
They might have had something to say since we didn't deal with them.
Right.
Let's see what they had to say, bro.
Okay. Acts 11:1. And the apostles and the brethren that were in Judea heard that the Gentiles also had received the word of God.
They all said now.
They hot.
They hot.
Yeah. And when Peter was come up to Jerusalem, they that were of the circumcision contended with him, saying, "Thou wentest in to men uncircumcised and didst eat with them."
Peter had to not, he evidently his back was against the wall.
Yep.
So he had to go and let them know what the Lord told him word for word.
There you go, brother.
Because the brothers, I don't know if they were happy or not about that. So let's see what Peter told his brother, what the Lord said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Today.
Right.
Like, what? You have to go show it to them. Then they look at you funny. So let's see.
Verse 4. Peter rehearsed the matter from the beginning. And expounded it by order unto them, saying, "I was in the city of Joppa praying, and in a trance I saw a vision. A certain vessel descended as it had been a great sheep, let down from heaven by the four corners, and it came even to me. Upon the which when I had fastened mine eyes, I considered, and saw four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And I heard a voice saying unto me, Arise, Peter, slay and eat. But I said, not so, Lord, for nothing common or unclean has at any time entered into my mouth. But the voice answered me again from heaven, what God has cleansed, that call not common. And this was done 3 times, and all were drawn up again into heaven. And behold, immediately there were 3 men already come into the house where I was sent from Caesarea unto me. And the Spirit bade me to go with them, nothing doubted. Moreover, these 6 brethren accompanied me, and we entered into the man's house. And he showed us how he had seen an angel in his house, which stood and said unto him, Send men to Joppa and call for Simon, whose surname is Peter, who shall tell thee words whereby thou and all thy house shall be saved.
Look, check this out. This part that now he had to go word for word.
Right.
Because you know how Israel is now.
Yeah, you better be right.
You got to be able to show it to him.
Right.
And then he said, the Spirit came to him.
Right.
So he took it off of him. So you can't get mad at me.
Right.
I had to do what I had to do.
No problem. No.
Yeah. Your problem not with me. It's for y'all. Go ahead, brother.
15. And then began to speak the Holy Ghost, for the Ruach HaKodesh fell on them, as on us at the beginning. Then remembered I the word of Yahweh that he said, John indeed baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Ghost. For as much as God gave them the like gift, as he did unto us, who believed on the Lord, Yeshua HaMashiach, or Jesus Christ. What was I that I could withstand God? And when they heard these things, they held their peace. They held their peace. Yea, lockjaw. Yeah.
They had to do something. What they had to do, brother?
And glorify God, saying, then has God also the Gentiles granted repentance unto life.
They had to deal with it.
There you go, brother.
That's it.
That's it, brother.
But you know what I read in the Apocrypha? Me and brother TJ did it. He did a lesson. And I thought about King decreeing that wrote a commandment. He made us give our laws up. King Antiochus.
Yeah,
Antiochus. Yeah, I keep messing that name up. He's some God.
Yeah, he's a straight God.
He made us give up our laws, and we had to follow his laws. And one of them was eating that swine.
Yep.
Now we doing it on us. We just doing it now.
Ready.
Yeah. But let's go into we're gonna have another count on how to kill them, how they gonna try to kill a dietary law. Because they're gonna bring it to you now. My coworker brought it to me. I said, thank you, brother. I said, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What you mean? Just thank you. We're gonna go to First Timothy 4. But see, he read 1 through 4. Stop right there. So I went home and I read it. I said, oh, I couldn't wait to get to work. I said, what? I said, oh. I said, I couldn't wait to. If I could have blinked my eyes, I would have fast forwarded. You know, I read it. Oh, I have a small with me. Let's go to First Timothy 4. He read 1 through 4. And then he looked at me funny and got quiet. Yeah. He was on his phone. I didn't have my sword with me. So he stopped at 4. But I asked him, I said, look, man, all those creatures, ain't it? Yeah. I said, so that means you would cut my arm off and eat that too? Oh man, I don't mean that. I said, well, you're a critter too, ain't you?
Right.
But let's read. Let's go to First Timothy. Yeah, he said everything on the table. You know.
We should be accountable.
Yeah.
Be legally accountable. Right?
Yeah. You see a roast crawl on the floor, you just grab it. Yeah, everything. Let's go to First Timothy 4. We're gonna read 1 through 4 first, right? Then we're gonna do 5. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
First Timothy 4, verse 1. The Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidden to marry.
See, that's the trouble. When he first read it, I said, hold on, I should have said, hold on, brother. So we can't get married now.
Catholic Church.
We can't do that. I should have stopped him right there. But he was on his phone.
Right.
And I had my sword with him. Right. Go ahead.
Forbidden to marry and commanded to abstain from meats, which God has created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. And know the truth.
Yeah. For
every creature of God is good, and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving.
He stopped right there. Right. I said, what?
Clown.
I said, I'll get back with you tomorrow.
Right.
Got home, I said, man, read 5. That's when I read this. Read that.
Verse 5. For it is sanctified.
Yeah.
For it is set apart. It is sanctified by the word of God and prayer.
So if you go to Leviticus, let you know what he set apart.
He set it apart, brother. He let you know we sanctified.
And when I went to him on that seat, man, there you go with that. I was like, what? I said, I'm just reading to you what it's saying. You're the one who gave it to me.
Right.
I'm just going to stop dealing with you. I said, well, praise the Lord.
There you go.
You know, we don't even talk book now. Yeah. Now this the one. Let's go to Colossians. Now, I call him a good pastor. He should have corrected me when I said that. He didn't. Seems like he got puffed up a little bit more. I was on the phone with him and one of his church members. You know, and he said, we were talking about the Sabbath off the table now. I said, is it? Yeah. I said, where can I go? Read that at. Sister, go to Colossians 2:16. Go there. So we're gonna go there and see what they say. And boy, I said, I asked him one question. He said he was gonna get back with me. That was about 2 months ago. I ain't heard from him. I'm gonna call you the next day, brother, because you got a good heart, and you just led the wrong way. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I said, okay. 2 months later, he lied. He broke command. I'm still waiting on it. Colossians 2:16.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or the new moon or of the Sabbath day.
And he said, or the Sabbath day. Then they got quiet. Everybody got quiet. I said, so what you want me? You want me to respond to that? Yeah. You told me to show it to you. I said, well, brother, what was the judgment for breaking the command? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Now, after Christ went to the cross, who was going to judge man? Before he went to the cross, who judged man?
Right.
So let's go to Numbers 15 and see.
All right.
One of the judges. Well, he's breaking the Sabbath.
Okay.
Numbers 15, 32. Because see, at that time, you mess up, boy, it was a price to pay.
Big shower, brother.
See, I'd rather for man to get me than the Lord to get me. No. They didn't want to hear it. I said, okay, that was the judgment, wasn't it? The Lord said he was going to be the judge. And you don't want to. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. You don't want that. Okay, let's go to 15 and 32. This 15, yeah, 30 Numbers
Chapter 15.
I'm talking and I'm not even there. I apologize. You go ahead and read it, bro.
15 and 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
There shouldn't be too much wrong with that, right? Go ahead, bro.
And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and unto all the congregation. And they put him in war because it was not declared what should be done to him. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. Moses, come on with that, brother. Most High came with that, man.
The one they say they love.
Right, the one they say they love.
Okay, go ahead.
So stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp. without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as the Lord commanded Moses.
That was the judge. Now they killed him. So what? I said, so you trying to kill everything the Lord put on the table,
right?
Because of that,
right?
Holy days, we don't do that. Passover, none of that.
Right, that's what they say.
You can eat it. You don't see. I was telling guys, look, I'm just warning you. I say, hey, brother, you don't need to be eating that pork, man. That's not a judgment. I'm just warning you, right? Because I don't want something to happen to you.
They call it speaking the truth, judge.
Yeah, because in Acts 17:30 said he winked at our ignorance. Right, he winked at it. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Hebrews 10:26. See what the Lord said about this deal here. All right, brother. See who's gonna be the judge. See, now we know what man did, right? Dealing with Colossians, and let's see what the Lord. You read this to them, they get the boy, man. Hebrew 10, 26 through 28. Whenever you read it, brother.
For if we sin willfully, if we sin presumptuously, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
What?
But a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
So he
man, we
called to do that.
Man, hit me in the head with a brick. I don't need that fire. I know what it feels like.
Go ahead, brother.
28. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
There it is right there. It's letting you know how, but the Lord gave it to Moses. That explains Numbers 15, 32, with the 32, 36.
36,
yeah. So that explains that.
Mm-hmm.
But he took that out of him. He took that out of him. So that's what Paul said.
No. Paul said nothing.
No. So let's go. Go ahead, read 29, brother.
How much sore punishment suppose ye shall be thought worthy, who have trodden underfoot the Son of Yah, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. So you count the blood of Christ unworthy, you got a sore punishment coming, that fiery indignation coming. So regardless of what he's saying, basically what he's saying, believe it or not, you're going to the lake if you don't get straight. That's all he's telling you. So you either, back then they gave you a brick shower. Now if you do it willingly, if you sin willingly, lake with the snake. That's basically what he's telling you.
You know what? I was just thinking, I should have mentioned this earlier. He even let you know when to eat them food. Eat them clean and not clean.
Mm-hmm.
Certain times you're supposed to eat bread, certain times you're supposed to eat flesh. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Exodus 16 and 12. All right. See what time. Because it lines up. Man, I wouldn't eat carbs at night and go to sleep, man. That's the worst thing you can do. I said, why is that? Man, don't do that.
You said what, bro?
Yeah, I know it's not.
Exodus what?
16 to 12. Okay. That's a little side note.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, they eating carbs at night. See, carbohydrate, that's an energy food.
Yep.
So if you're not gonna do anything, what you eating it for? I'm gonna get me a slice of cake, go to sleep. Oh man, that sugar, boy. That's something. Hey. But see, carbohydrates is sugar. It just breaks down. Your body break it down to sugar.
That's right.
It might take a little time for it to happen. You know, but eventually it's gonna turn to sugar.
Right.
Have you noticed if you eat the carbohydrate, you get sleepy? I said, man, I'm getting kind of, especially at night. Man. So let's see.
Right.
Because the Lord, he put it on the table.
Yes, sir.
On when to eat carbs and when to eat flesh.
There you go.
Exodus 16 to 12.
All right. I heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying,
Yeah.
and even
Yeah.
shall you eat flesh.
At night.
And in the morning, ye shall be filled with bread.
Yeah.
Ye shall know that I am the Lord your God.
He said, filled with bread, then.
Right, right.
You ain't living on 1 or 2 crackers, did you?
No, filled with bread.
You eat
Eat a lot of bread.
in the morning.
In the morning.
You work.
Because you're burning it off.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. All praise.
All praise him.
All praise.
All praise to the Most High, man. Excellent precept, brother. I like that. The show.
Now look. We're going to go. A lot of people say, you know what? I'm just going to eat this stuff and pray on it. And I'm just going to wait till the Lord comes back. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Forget what you're saying.
Right. Okay.
That's okay. Let's go to Amos. You gotta go. You gotta go to it now. Go to it. Go to it. Bring it out.
66. Because you said they said they're gonna wait till the Lord come back.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen to the Lord when the Lord come back. Yeah, I know. That's why I got a precept too.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. This the precept to those. But them the ones that they gonna wait till the Lord come back, let him deal with. I'm gonna show you what the Lord gonna do when he get back when he catch you that pork chop in your mouth. Isaiah 66 and verse, we're gonna read 15 through 18. Isaiah 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens or the churches, behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine flesh, and the abomination, and the mouth. So all you coon and possum eaters, he's gonna get you too. Shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. For I know their thoughts, and I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall see. They shall come and see my glory. So when he get back, if you got that circle B stuffed off in your mouth, he gonna get you. If you got that pork chop stuck off in your mouth, he gonna get you. So we just wait on until you come on back and see what happens to you. Yeah, smothered pork chop got them onions on it. Great.
Yeah.
He gonna get you.
God.
So I just want to throw that in there, bro.
Yeah, I'm proud of praise. Amos.
Amos.
5.
All right.
Now, see, every time I read this, it's funny, really, but it's funny and it's scary at the same time.
Sure.
Because I don't know too many people can outrun a lion. Fight a lion off. You know.
Not the one that's drunk.
Yeah. Then get past the line, you're tired, tore up, cut up, hyperventilating. In the barrel, you run into a barrel.
Oh, man.
Then you fight the barrel.
Yeah.
If by chance you fight the barrel, right? Yeah. You go to the house and you think you're safe looking out the window peeping, and something else happened to you. We're going to read on what happened to you. Amos 5, 18, and 19.
Oh, the day of the Lord.
Don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm afraid all the way, man. I can't wait.
Can't wait to see sweet Jesus.
I'm going to keep doing what I do. Go ahead, bro.
Woe unto them that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of your house is dark, is it not light? As if a man did flee from a lion as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall.
So he's tired.
Yeah.
He leaning.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Hey,
what the book say?
leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Ain't no escape.
Ain't no escaping the day of the Lord.
No.
Ain't
Now,
no
I
escaping.
read that. He said, hey, man, hey, look. Hey, I said, hey, man, I'm telling you, this book, well, just, hey,
No escaping it,
man, that fourth man, just pray for him. Okay. He said, pray. I said, now, this is my brother talking now.
Yeah.
Physical brother. So, not spiritual brother.
Right.
He talking. I said, hey, it is what it is. So, look, I know what time is it?
We good, bro.
We good.
We straight.
Okay.
Super straight.
Okay. Now, this is supposed to be the last one. I didn't want to put two men on the table because I didn't want us here all day. But we're going to go into Romans on because a lot of people resist ordinances, laws, you know. So we need to figure out what's going to happen when you resist the laws and ordinances the Lord laid out. Romans 13. Because they like to go, like I said, they love going to Paul now. Romans 13, verse 1 and 2. Whenever you read it, my brother.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher power. For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yah.
Hold up. The ordinance of Moses.
No. Ordinance of the Most High.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, bro.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
It's the ordinance the Lord laid out. This speaks for itself.
That's right, brother.
It's not me talking. We reading this. What the book say.
What the book say. Damnation.
Damnation.
That's what he said.
You got the thing.
Now,
Lay out, brother.
Now, brother, I mean, excellent reminder, brother, of what we need to be about, even physically and spiritually, as far as what we taking in. You know what I'm saying? We chewing on this book right now.
Yeah.
You know, not only the thing we put in our body, subject us to disease and different things, but even the thing that we put in our mind that we eat on, subject us to different types of torments and demons and spiritual, what they call oppression. So, no, bro, I ain't got nothing else. It's excellent lesson, very well put together, man. So, all praise to the Most High.
You know what? Since we doing good on time, because when the Lord laid the laws out for us, he said something. Deuteronomy 30, 19 and 20. Because we had to have a witness now. 30, 19.
Okay, 19.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, we're going to read verses 19 and verse 20.
I don't know if I had time to put that in or not.
You said 19 or 19?
Yeah, we'll read 19 and 20.
19 and 20. Because see, he wanted you to choose something. And eating what you want to eat, you choose the something. Especially eating what he told you not to eat.
That's right, brother.
So we're going to do Deuteronomy 30, 19 through 20.
All right.
Whenever you're ready, brother.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Against who?
Against you.
Okay.
And I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing.
Yeah.
Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
Hold up.
Okay.
Not just me.
No. Those future generations.
So when my mama had me eating that swine, she didn't know no better because he winked at our ignorance, right? But once we wake up and realize what we're doing, now I know I don't supposed to eat that. So if I go get my son some swine, say, boy, don't go ahead and eat that. No problem. I'm condemned. Oh, that's will for sin tonight. Okay, go ahead.
And thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and thou mayest obey his voice, that thou mayest cleave unto him. For he is thy life and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord swear unto thy fathers, unto Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, to give to them. All right, all praises, brother. All praise. All praise. All right, so hey, we got I want to first give props to my brother. First Sabbath day lesson, excellent lesson, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Order of Melchizedek, raising up teachers, raising up leaders in this thing. We got some more brothers who need to step up to the plate. Let me go in. Yeah, okay. We got some more brothers. Hey, this ain't about no one man. This ain't about no two men. This is about doing kingdom business. And I love this brother. I love this brother for his passion. I love this brother for, how he came in and stepped up. And many more times y'all gonna see these brothers coming up. They're gonna be reading, they're gonna be teaching. Y'all might see me fade to black. So I love to see these brothers come up here and take care of this business. But all praises to my brother. Love you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But since we got a little more time, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got Q&A. Unless some brothers got some announcements. Okay. Go ahead with the question, then we'll do the announcement last. I would say that would be a safe yeah. Oh, definitely.
Death one on the table yet.
Right. Death was not a part of the creation.
Yeah.
So when death entered into the creation, either you're gonna do that, you're gonna have dead bodies laying everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So and those things that he ordained to be clean to be in his infinite knowledge and wisdom, he understood what we were gonna be at anyway, amongst the nations, trying do what but he had set aside a law for us to be set apart and clean and sanctified. At the end of that, we read, "Be ye holy, for I am holy," because the other nations were already gonna be doing these things. They're gonna be eating any and everything that they get their hands on, just like we do now. The only thing we throw away on the pig is the ointment. We eat everything, every sandwiches, everything. That's a big thing in St. Louis, pig ear sandwiches.
Yeah.
They love pig ear sandwiches up there. Yeah. So he was just making sure that the land stayed as clean as possible, as he possibly could, with all the other stuff, brother. That good? All right, hold on, we got a question over here, y'all.
The dietary and all the eating and everything, I wanted to know about. God told us to prepare on the 6th day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have on the 7th. Mm-hmm. Did you talk about for a second the healing element? I know
that. Brother. Lay it out. That brother passionate. Lay it out, brother. And I'm gonna let him lay it out because he's real passionate. Lay it out. I'm gonna let him answer that because he's real passionate about that.
Prayer, yeah.
Right, we're not talking about cooking a full course meal.
No, we ain't talking about that.
We talking about fire.
Yeah.
I don't know no gas microwave.
Yeah. Go ahead, bring it out.
That's fire. You know what I'm saying? That's what stove and heat.
Yeah.
You can use oven.
Yeah. Say what? Say that again, brother.
Oven, you can use heat. Food that you already heard.
So let me add to this because I want to go back to Numbers 15. Let's go back to Numbers 15. I want to add this because I'm gonna tell you some things that I've done and just before when I first got in the truth, I had to question, was it right? Because I would take my food sometimes, wrap it up in aluminum foil and sit out there on my windshield.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your work.
But see, that's permissible. But when you doing this thing, it's the letter of the law. Everybody wants to go down to the letter of the law. And so you got to understand, number one, who we in our land, so none of the sisters can actually prepare like they need to prepare. before the Sabbath day unless you're not working. All right. So now we got this other dynamic where we're hustling and bustling, we're going this, that, and the third. You gotta understand. Wasn't nobody over Israel at this time. Wasn't nobody telling them what to do. But the Most High God, Moses, and they was able to carry the letter of the law out. We're not able to carry the letter of the law out. We carry it as far as we can go. You see what I'm saying? Even with the cleanliness law, because even with the cleanliness law, we can't carry that letter out. Because I don't know too many brothers got 2 or 3 tents where they wives can go stay in another part where y'all ain't got to be touching nothing. You see what I'm saying? So we keep it as close as we can. But I want to read this number 15 real quick, bro. And I'm just gonna read that one. I'm just gonna read that one verse 32. Yeah, just 32. All right, just verse 32. And if any of the teachers or elders got a precept to it, throw that in. But I want to read this 32. Read that 32 for me, bro. Just that one verse.
And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness.
They were where?
In the wilderness.
So they not in the land. They in the wilderness. So you got to keep the law as close as you can, as best you can, wherever you can. All right, they in the wilderness. All right, go ahead and read.
They found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath.
Now, you got to ask yourself, was he gathering these sticks up? So was it cold in the wilderness? I think not. It was in the desert, so it couldn't have been cold, unless it was at night. But they say they found a man picking up sticks on the day. So you actually physically doing work on the Sabbath day to do something else that you ain't supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day, like cooking. You see what I'm saying? You preparing. See, preparing a meal now. I know y'all sisters know about it, is work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Preparing a meal is work. Me putting something in the microwave and hitting the button, that ain't no work. The more work I'm gonna do on that is putting it in my mouth.
So it was premeditated.
And they were premeditated because, hey, he had already been told, bro, you ain't gonna be doing nothing on Saturday. He said, man, you got the day of preparation and the whole week to get that stuff together. But you being slothful, it ain't like he was working a job. Was Israel working jobs at that time? So you had all week long and all that day before to get your stuff together. So you were just being slothful, which is another transgression of the law. You were being slothful for one. And then another thing, you being willfully disobedient. We read on that Hebrew, man. You saying will, ain't no more sacrifice to your sin. You got to get that. Willful sin will get you every time. So that's what that is, sister. Now, me, myself, I'm gonna just tell you, me and my son, we had it. I err on the side of caution. I eat a cold piece of pizza. I will. I err on the side of caution. But at the same time, you ain't preparing nothing. They ain't putting the pepperonis on there. No. They ain't doing all that. I'm just sliding it, putting the heat on. Hey, I'm done.
So you trying to tell me if food already prepared? I mean, separated, right? You take it and put it. It's all you're not cutting nothing up. You're not seasoning it. You're not, Oh, okay.
It's same thing. Same thing. And we kindle. That's why he said in Amos and Isaiah, he hated our feast days and our new moon. Because when you spiritually kindle fires on the Sabbath day,
yeah,
he couldn't hate something that he ordained. If he ordained it, why would he hate it? Because we're not keeping it the way he told us to keep it. So when you spiritually kindle fire, got hate, animosity in your heart and your mind towards your brother and sister, he ain't accepted. That's a vain oblation. Yeah. You just offered up to the Lord. You might as well stay there home.
Yeah.
Because that's a vain oblation. Man, you can't. Yeah. Why are you talking about that on a Sabbath day anyway? Why is you talking about your bills, your inaccuracies, on the Sabbath day? Your mind supposed to be totally fixed on the Most High. I shouldn't be. If it ain't got nothing to do with the work of the Most High, I really ain't got no business thinking about it. Really. That's it, sister. That's it. Your mind supposed to be staying on him. Your own pleasures. And Isaiah said, don't do your own pleasures on the Sabbath day. I mean, me, myself, I love to be kicked back barbecuing right about now. A lot of us don't not sin because we don't enjoy sin. Sin is enjoyable. We gonna keep it 100 in this class. Or the Melchizedek, we keep it. Sin is pleasurable. I don't not sin because I don't like to sin. Who don't like to sin? When I can do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it,
no rules.
no rules. Who don't like to do that? But guess what? The consequence. He said, hey man, David said, my foot almost slipped. David told him his son, said, my foot almost slipped. He said, but then I remember I went into the house of the Lord. So you got to always keep that lamp before your feet. Because, hey, it's easy to sin. Y'all, hey, some of the elders didn't know what your mama you say. It's easy to get in trouble. It's hard to get out of it. And when you're in trouble with the Most High, partner, you in trouble. No, that's right. Yes, sir. That's a pleasure. Man, that's a pleasure. He said, don't do your pleasure. No, he said, that's a pleasure. I know an elder. I don't mention elder. I know an elder. He'll sit back and he'll watch college football on Saturday and fire my left hand up. He'll fire left hand up on Saturday and swear to God, he good. Good. But and guess what? I ain't dogging left-handers. Don't nobody say nothing to me about that. I don't want to even talk about it. If you do left-handers, that's on you. I ain't got nothing for you alone. I had the conversation with my niece yesterday, and it kind of almost went south. But anyway, this brother is an elder, been in the truth. I mean, and then put out some and done some work in the kingdom. I'm talking about. Yeah. But that's a pleasure, and the brother is transgressing the law because you doing pleasures on the Sabbath.
You can be sure that it's okay to do it. It's
right. Exactly, bro. And that's the same thing Eleazar said before they took him to the torture rack. He said, if I do this, the young brothers gonna see it. They gonna think it's okay. So he wasn't thinking about himself. He was thinking about the generations to come. Eleazar said, man, no. Before I do that, I'll meet you at the torture. Matter of fact, Eleazar, if you go read in the pseudepigrapha, Eleazar jumped in the fire himself and said, what y'all waiting on? Let's go. Let's get it over with. So you got to understand, like the brother said, the seed that's coming up after you. We read in that Deuteronomy, bro. I'm glad you had us read that. Everything you do is affecting your future generations. Y'all may not think these kids looking at y'all, learning from us and all that. They looking and they learning without us even saying a word. Especially when you come in here on the Sabbath day with hate and malice in your heart. They pick up on that stuff. They pick up on that. Because they hear you talking in the car. So they in the back seat. Y'all think they back there ain't paying attention. Yeah. They hear y'all. They listen. They listen. They listen to the radio, but they got their little not even know. They listen. Because guess what? When you talk about sister so-and-so or brother so-and-so, and them kids sitting in the back seat, they looking at y'all. And they all on y'all way to class on the Sabbath day, and you talking about brother so-and-so, sister so-and-so. You think they ain't listening? And get what they going to learn to do? They going to grow up and start doing the same thing. You will never see the move of the Holy Spirit like that. Never. But when everybody on the same accord, on the same page, got love in their heart instead of hating and animosity, then you start seeing the moves of the Spirit. Then when you get to that, hey, I love you, brother. Fake love. Talk about it. Yeah, I love you. Fake love. Your child looking at you. Yeah. And see, your child put you on blast too. Yeah. Oh, you just talking about sister so yeah. They done kept you tight. Hey, that's right. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, yep. Like Thanksgiving. Now, I asked Cheers, I said, look. I said, who here celebrate Thanksgiving? Which is right there. Yeah, just hit the end. No, but Santa. Okay, I said, he said end. That's the stupid.